Now, in Panama, there are mass protests taking place in Panama City outside the United States Embassy.
Workers' unions in Panama burned the US flag yesterday in protest against Trump's comments threatening to invade the Panama Canal in order to reduce shipping costs for US corporations.
Parallels between Trump and Reagan. I talked about this when I was National Security Advisor on Peace Through Strength. Trump saw what's happening to the canal. He says, we're not going to put up with it anymore. And the Panamanians can get with the program, or we may have to take the canal back.
What happens when Trump opens his mouth about the Panama Canal? Chaos, baby. We're talking protests so big you can see them from space. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now, back to the video. But here's the kicker. It's not just Panama getting its knickers in a twist. Trump's loose lips are sinking ships all over Latin America. Want to see how one man's words can turn half a continent upside down? Picture this. Panama City's streets are buzzing like a beehive that's been whacked with a stick. Trump's canal comments have got folks riled up, and they're not just sitting around twiddling their thumbs. Nope, they're organizing faster than you can say, "Make America Great Again."
Oh, great work, Donald. You've now pissed off all of Latin America against the United States, and now China and Russia are using that as propaganda to further undermine American international interests.
Workers' unions in Panama burned the US flag yesterday in protest against Trump's comments threatening to invade the Panama Canal in order to reduce shipping costs for US corporations.
This is how it's being reported by Al Arabiya English News, how Panamanians are gathering outside the U.S. Embassy in Panama City.
The U.S. Embassy? It's become ground zero for some serious drama. Protesters are swarming around it like ants at a picnic, and let me tell you, they're not there to swap recipes. The air's thick with chants and the kind of anger you can almost taste. But these Panamanians, they've got style. Their protest signs are so creative, they'd make art school students jealous. One guy's holding up a sign that says, "Trump, go build a wall around your mouth. Ouch." Another one reads, "The only thing emptier than the canal is Trump's head. Double ouch." Then this union leader steps up to the mic. Boy, oh boy, does he have some choice words for old Trumpy. He's spitting fire like a dragon with heartburn, calling Trump everything from a clueless gringo to a threat to Latin American sovereignty. The crowd's eating it up like it's Free Taco Tuesday. As the day goes on, the crowd keeps growing. It's like someone hit the multiply button on protesters. The anger's rising faster than Trump's blood pressure at a fact-checking convention. You'd think someone had threatened to turn the Panama Canal into a giant water slide or something.
Now, in Panama, there are mass protests taking place in Panama City outside the United States Embassy.
Ahora, ayer también se refirió al tema de Panamá y ahí sí nuestra solidaridad con el presidente de Panamá.
Compatriotas, como presidente, quiero expresar de manera precisa que cada metro cuadrado del Canal de Panamá y su zona adyacente es de Panamá y lo seguirá siendo.
Just when you think things can't get any spicier, Panama's president decides to join the party. And let me tell you, he's not here to play nice. He drops a statement so hot it could melt steel beams. He basically tells Trump to stick to his golf courses and leave the canal talk to the grown-ups. It's a mic drop moment that has the crowd cheering louder than a stadium full of vuvuzelas. But hold on to your sombreros, folks, because this mess is just getting started. Trump's big mouth has opened up a can of worms, and those worms are wriggling their way all across Latin America. It's like he's playing geopolitical whack-a-mole, but instead of moles, it's angry countries popping up left and right. Buckle up, because this ride's about to get a whole lot bumpier. Trump's loose lips might sink ships, but they're definitely floating China's boat. How's the dragon using the Donald's dumb words to breathe fire on America's rep? Let's just say it's getting hot in here for US diplomacy. While Panama's streets are hotter than a jalapeno eating contest, China and Russia are sitting back, munching on popcorn and loving every second of this mess. These guys aren't just watching the show, they're writing the next episode. China's jumping on Trump's canal comments like a cat on a laser pointer. Their foreign ministry spokeswoman Mao Ning is out there sounding all noble and stuff. She's all, China's always supported Panama's fight for canal sovereignty.
to protest against Donald Trump and his threats to take over Panama.
Que salió muy rápidamente a decir el canal de Panamá es de los panameños.
Yeah, right. And I'm the Queen of England, but here's the kicker. She's making China look like the good guy while Trump's playing the role of the playground bully. Meanwhile, Russian media is having more fun than a kid in a candy store. They're painting this whole thing as a big nuh-uh to US imperialism. It's like they've found their new favorite reality TV show, and it's called America's Got Problems. But wait, there's more. This Trump-triggered tantrum isn't just a Panama problem. It's spreading faster than gossip in a small town. Other Latin American countries are getting all antsy in their pantsy. Mexico's president, Claudia Sheinbaum, is wagging her finger at Trump like a disappointed teacher. She's all about respecting sovereignty and stuff. It's like she's trying to teach Trump the ABCs of international relations. And Panama's president? He's not pulling any punches. He's calling Trump's claims about Chinese interference nonsense.
Parallels between Trump and Reagan. I talked about this when I was National Security Advisor on Peace Through Strength. Trump saw what's happening to the canal. He says, we're not going to put up with it anymore. And the Panamanians can get with the program, or we may have to take the canal back.
Y en efecto, el canal de Panamá es de los panameños. Entonces, ahí sí nuestra solidaridad, nuestro apoyo al presidente de Panamá, al pueblo de Panamá.
While that's taking place, which is this kind of anti-imperialist rhetoric, propaganda, but that's the rhetoric being pushed.
He even threw in a "for the love of God" for good measure. It's like watching your grandpa try to explain smartphones to your toddler. Frustrating and kinda hilarious at the same time. The domino effect is real, folks, and it's not looking good for Uncle Sam. Trump's words are like a bull in a China shop, but instead of China, it's America's reputation getting smashed to bits. China and Russia are using this chaos like a coupon at a bargain sale, scooping up influence left and right. So what's next on this wacky ride? Will Trump tweet us into World War III? Will he try to buy the Panama Canal like it's a Trump Tower timeshare? Stay tuned, folks. This geopolitical soap opera is far from over, and something tells me the next episode's gonna be a doozy. Well, folks, looks like Trump's attempt to flex his muscles has turned into a diplomatic faceplant. Who knew trying to look tough could make you look dumber than a rock in a spelling bee? Our orange friend's big mouth has not only ticked off Panama, but got half of Latin America giving Uncle Sam the stink eye. So what's next on this wild ride? Will Donnie Diapers tweet us into World War III? Maybe he'll try to trade Florida for the Panama Canal. Hey, stranger things have happened. One thing's for sure, Trump's turning diplomacy into a comedy show, and the whole world's got front row seats. Stay tuned, folks. This geopolitical circus is far from over, and something tells me the next act's gonna be a real doozy.